chira. I said, yeah, and then David, yeah, mommy chira. I said, mama, I said, I know I would have. Yeah, my big chili no. I said, what? Eh, no. You don't know, said, yeah, Tiga. Then you might want to say, what ways are. Then you say, what ways are going to say, you. I run with. This is a rabbit. Then when I just have the rabbit. See a rabbit. I consider how we bebe. Jaruji, wa. Jajas was a walk by way. 3-1 way. You're one daily. You know, you're what did it? What did it? Mono, what did it? What did it? What did it? What did it? What is our wizard? Then you have a way on our senior day, Pepe. Yep, the woman, bloody when you go there when you want. Then I want. You know, didn't want way. Presume what did it? Presume what did it soon. Representative days only one. Like that go, bloody. Money for nothing go far. Representative, speaker of the house, like the Capon Polio. You like your watch out. And I go in a tell one way. Tell it wow. And I go, you are not your boy. You're not your boy, no. Glad you're babu now. Tell wow, Brazola, tell wow, tell wow, tell wow. In a blebony, Amoga. Kainaga. Kaina Naga. I watch you Naga. No one wait you Naga. Glad you Naga. Go that one, ya. You Naga. Bloyana Telezerade. Presola Telezerane. Or what did it wait? In a book on your book, you want some. Say, you know what I say, always a pepe. Money will blow man decide you. Wow. Wow. In a speaker. I'll say a very small. More you say, Abojale. Mona telewa. I'm up on your by everywhere. Presola, telewa. Hinaka, I am no one, I know Gazebody, Mosia Kwanwe. Mosia Ministry, then you know, not telewa. Ruwezu, Abo Ruwema, Abo Ruwezu, S.K.B Media. Nana Jaruji, your day has a wood radio. Morning one is a you. I walk your baby some more, no more Jedi. You're not telling wow. And they say, yeah, this are you. Man say, yo, radio, you well. In a that one, yes, man. In a Junaga, Junaga, in a Junaga, Junaga, how are Junaga? So, there was in a telewa, Brazola, telewa, Bagala, telewa, Ola, telewa, Konaga. Blani Amoga, in a Blani Amoga, that you get up on your way. That you be as well. Pop on your way, no way, Monogio. In a Monogio, I'm in a gablon. Get us in the name of one else, your ways. Then you saw what ways when Gonga was in your play. Mozaine Ziba, Mozaine Ziba, Mozaine Ziba, my Joe. I will never know. I will be baby. Where you are, baby? Nobody Amoga, DJ Solola, DJ Solola, Mozaine Ziba, Mozaine Ziba, my Joe. Mozaine Ziba, my Joe. Monu Bosama. Inu that's one. Inu that's one. But Mozaine Ziba, so well. Mozaine Ziba, so well. Mobile is where my nature you want. Blue, Blue Amoga. Blue Amoga. And you're somewhere, no little bar. I'm a guy in you. I'm a guy. As a sea, as a place, as a glass, a play. I'm a guy. When one is a you always have your name. Who will? That's your devil summer. He can't go where it was some in one devil no. That when one. And one that's one, and one up on your boy, and one black on your boy, and one.
Okay. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. It depends from where you are watching from. This is S.K.B Media. Today is a great day for S.K.B Media. We are having one of the greatest personality in our studio today. We'll be having a great interview. So we want the community herself, the Liberian community, to please join us to ask some questions. We'll be having Mr. Frederick Seron, special guest today here on S.K.B Media. He's a chairman board of directors of the Liberian community, Liberian Association. That's the same thing, Liberian community. So, Liberian Association here in Iowa. So, the topic tonight that we're going to discuss tonight is why unity and peace in our community. Update on our leadership vacuum. We're going to discuss these two things tonight. If you have any question, my people, you should call us. Or if you don't want to call us, I am going to pin a link in the comment section so that you can join the show. So please join us tonight again for this great interview with our chairman, board of directors, and of the Liberian Association here in Iowa. So tonight we are waiting on him. It will soon be 8:30. So I think I saw his signal, but oh, he's here. What I want you to do, I want you to go turn it off and go back. I see you, but in the background, you're not out, so you got to go back. I see you already. Oh my God, the man is here, but then you have to go back. You have to turn it off and come back in. Okay, no problem, countryman, no problem. You will be replaced by your colleague. You will be joining us shortly. Here we go. Right here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
here we go. Here we go. Right. Here we go. Let me make him big right here. So that I will see him good. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Mute them. Oh, I will let him mute the music a little bit or turn it off. So that we'll go straight to the show. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is S.K.B Media. We want to say welcome to our viewer first. We want to say thank you for supporting S.K.B Media. The way you see the platform looking is all your support. So we want to say thank you. Tonight in studio, on our show tonight is our big brother, our father, and our son, chairman board of directors of the Liberian Association here in Iowa. So he has a lot of information to give us tonight. Please, I want you guys to go on YouTube, follow us. We are talking now. We are on YouTube, S.K.B Media USA on YouTube. You will follow it direct, live and direct. And you can still follow the page S.K.B Media on Facebook. We are live and direct as well. Honorable, want to say welcome to you to S.K.B Media. It's your first time, and we're going to tell you tonight that this media going to be your basic area that you will always come to. We open our doors to you, and you are going to come here every day to do any announcement. This is the media. Our media welcome you so heartily, and you are free to contact us anytime, whenever you have any discussion or any information to give to your people. Want to say welcome once more, and the audience want to know you, who you are, before we go straight to business. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks, and thank you to your media. You know, it's a pleasure and honor for me to be on your show. I've been waiting for this. My name is Frederick Sewon. I'm the chairman of the board of directors for the Liberian Association of Iowa. And I'm here, I'm a family member. I'm married, have 2 kids, my beautiful wife, Bana Sewon Joe. And I've been in Iowa since 2014. I've been playing part in the leadership role of the Liberian Association. And I'm here this evening to talk to the community. I'm here this evening to have a dialogue with the community. I understand that most everyone in this community know that the community here need healing. And I call that unity. We need unity. Because without unity, we cannot move forward. I know that during the past election, we have some dissatisfaction, dissatisfied people.
Yes, we'll go there. We want you to give your name and also to for the audience and those that are following us to know you. and don't jump in from my question because
All right.
somebody will come on the show here tonight. They call him Michael Van. Michael Van will soon be here pretty soon. You know, there is S.K.B Media. I know. First of all, we're going to ask you a little question. You know, it will be the tricky question a little bit. You know, I want to ask you why you really love, you know, what kind of food you really love when your wife cook, you know, like you know, what kind of soup you really love?
Well, my favorite soup is potato greens.
Jesus.
Potato greens. Yeah, I
So
love potato greens.
when stranger come to the hotel, how they call la suma fuerte. Yes, you
what is your favorite soup? What is your favorite soup?
oh, my favorite soup is pepper soup. Yeah, that one
Pepper
come
soup?
I can find in
Okay.
the kitchen. I find in the kitchen. Cooking pepper soup, that's so small fatty. Yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we have to give the man the welcoming in her article on the show, asking some free question, you know, so that he will feel free because fire coming from the corner and will be hitting him so hard. Ah, you come on, let ask question. Let ask. Okay, sir, we want to go straight to the point tonight. Let me go on my sheet and get some few questions for you all. I'm looking at the flyer. The flyer says that peace and unity. What do you mean by peace and unity?
Well, in this community here, I think everybody can observe that we are divided in this community, and that was due to the past election. Now, as the board chairman, what I said that the best way forward is for us to bring unity in this community because when you are unified, you can do great things. You can do great things. When you are together, you can do great things. So this is why I'm on your show today to talk to the Liberian community that we need unity. And what I want to say, or what had happened in the past, led to all of those who were hurt by decision that I made as the board chairman, you know, and the community as a whole. I take fully responsibility for that. I take fully responsibility, and to all those who felt hurt from the bottom of my heart, I apologize to them. But what I want is for us to come back home. Let us come back home, and by coming back home, we need our unity. And I will tell you something: when you look at our constitution, okay, the very first thing in our constitution speak about unity, respect, mutual understanding. And we are lacking of those things in the community. And this is why you see the community, we are having problems today in the community. They are the Liberian Association, the way I see it from the initial stage, it was not structured. And this is one of the problems that the association is facing. For initial stage, it was not structured the way it should have been. So this
Okay.
is the problem.
Yeah, because I want because I'll be attacking you too much tonight. You won't get ready because I come back on your head. It means that you ready to answer
Yeah,
more
I'm
questions.
drinking some tea. You need some tea?
You know what? I'll be holding your hand and like you definitely for the thing. You think you will attack me? I rather to attack you too. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are watching the show, it is time for you to talk. It is time for you to ask questions. It is time for you to ask our honorable questions. So we beg you, don't sleep. Our brother Vani Vanja, Washi want to say welcome, brother Vani. That the reason we play Johnny. Yeah, we love you so much too. I love you too, Baba. Thank you so much, and thanks for following the show. And now I want to ask you this question. You came straight with apology. Why are you apologizing for? Why is that the Liberian people? Why are you apologizing? Talk to
Well,
us.
the reason why I did that is because there is division in the community. There is division in the community, and people see it different ways. So as a leader, this is why as a leader, I giving that respect to the community, that anybody that have any different feeling about what happened, and that's my reason of me apologizing, because like I said from the offset, the initial stage, that I want unity. And this is why unity, in order to get unity, you got to have respect, and then you got to have that understanding in order to get unity. So, we have to start respecting one another in the community. And I think that will bond us together.
Okay. Oh my God. You just bringing questions to you to attack you today. You see, you said, how they call, we need unity. So why now? Why now are you coming to the show, or are you coming to the community? You need peace, you need unity. What happened? There's something went on. We want to know. Why are you apologizing? Why we need unity? Because I don't know. I'm confused. Talk to us, Baba.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank
Yeah.
you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you see, the Bible said there's time for everything. There's time for everything. And as the chairman of the board of directors, I have been observing the community, what is taking place in the community, and how can we serve the community better or fix the community better. And you see, this is the rightful time. And the reason why I'm coming this time is because when you see the next topic there, it talk about the leadership vacuum. Okay, the leadership vacuum. So I will be talking. I know you'll be asking me question on that later on. But when I get into that, then you will see why am I, driving for unity, because I know unity is the only thing that can bring us together as the Liberians to work to achieve better things for our community. We can do that, and that's like I said. You have unity, respect, and that mutual understanding. You see, those are the things that bring it together. And that's why I'm here to talk to the Liberian community, that what happened, let bygone be bygone, because, I've got a lot of calls. I got a lot of calls, and I'm saying I'm not too big. I'm not too big to say I wouldn't apologize to the community, because the community, if you look at it, we the Liberians in this community, we love one another. If you look at when something happens in the community, what happened? People coming from work, going there, people leaving from there, going to work. We love one another. But that unity, that bond, especially the leadership together, you see, it's not there. And that's why you saw a lot of division, and you are seeing a lot of different groups try to merge to say they are making peace, etc. So these are the things. We need that unity.
Okay. Thank you for that, explanation and coming out to apologize. So we will still have question on that, because you come into the community, you apologizing to people. Oh, I'm sorry, and this what happened, and I want for the people to you telling the people sorry. I want for them to know what happened, so that we'll start from there, because you say that peace and unity. We, uh, before peace occur, there should be an explanation that brought about about that quarry. Is there anything that you can explain to the committee what really happened?
Yes, let me touch on it briefly. You see the last election between VK, which is Valuable Cabo, and Curtis Dollar. That was the election that brought dissatisfaction among the community as a whole. Among the community as a whole, when the uh, uh, when the bull got involved into decision making, on in that election, what occurred. You see, that's when the VK side got dissatisfied with the result and the process of the election, and that led to some division in the community. And this is why I am saying that if there was any decision that was made, or even without decision, but with the community, because I know what the community went through and what they are still going through. And that's my reason for the apology, you see.
Okay. So are you part of that particular problem that occurred, or what? So because you apologize, or you are part of them that did that stuff, or what?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
you are
At the
not
time,
explaining. And for
mhm.
me, you are not explaining to us because, oh yeah, Sonny Vijay Sonny happy. What really happened? Because I have something here to show you here, because we want my people. You're sorry. I'm doing it because you're not doing it. So I want to show to my guest here something that he can look at before he explain. Okay. Oh, we have a video to play for you here. You know that
Okay.
you will please and listen so that you can make your own point. Yeah, here we go. Let the video play for you. It coming up. Yeah, it take a little time to load.
And I was recommended by the interim president at the time, and he nominated me to the commission, and I was accepted by the chairman, Mr. Mark Newman. So in our first meeting, Mr. Mark Newman constituted members of the board, and I was serving as assistant secretary to the board. The board hires to the commission. The commission hires secretary. So we drafted. He drafted a template of how we should work and what we should do. And so the first thing I was there from Mangima in that meeting was he appeared to be a dictator, because in the meeting there were some points that we had noted and all our members noted, and we said we needed to correct these points. He insisted that this point couldn't be changed and it could be taken to the general body as it is. Then my question to him was, but Mr. Mangima, if you've seen that this document you brought to us for us to read and make our input, it can be amended. It can be amended. Then why you brought it to us? Then why you did not take the document and carry it immediately to the general body? You brought it to us as member of the commission to make our own input. He insisted that things could remain the same. So from that point, I knew that I was dealing with somebody who is very tough. So we went, and the resolution of the board called for vetting. So I knew that we were going through a process that I needed to open my eyes and watch the process thoroughly. During the process, the co-chairman on election matter, Mr. Clergy, was always at our vetting process. You always in attendance. So we observed that people who register to participate in the election came and they were attending the vetting process. Valeku attended the vetting process, the co-chairman, all other members attended. So I observed that one of the candidates for the president position, in person of Curtis Dolly, if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, did not attend the entire vetting process. So in one of our meetings, I asked the chairman of the board, I said, Mr. Magima, we are about to give the names of those who qualify and those who we disqualify. But while I was there, we have two candidates for the president position. But one of the candidates was not in our meeting, never attended any of the vetting process. So I think it would be wise that since we have agreed to disqualify Valeku, let us also disqualify the person who did not attend the vetting process, because it was from the vetting process and the procedure that we set up. This is why disqualify Valeku. So if we disqualify Valeku based on our criteria we set up for the vetting process, it also means that those who never attended the vetting also disqualify. Because during the vetting process, we asked questions, we presented documents. There were 2 documents. We investigated the people to do as well to qualify or not, because at the essence of the vetting. So those who attended the vetting a first shot were disqualified. Those who never attended the vetting automatically should be disqualified. So when I raised the issue, he said, "Oh, Curtis wrote me a letter telling me that he was bereaved, a grandma passed, and so he went." I said, "But if Curtis read your letter, we have a chat room. I think it would be wise enough that you place the communication in the chat room so that everyone of us can understand and read it." He said, "Oh, I forgot." That was his statement. So the other members of the commission raised the same issue. He said, "Okay, I will put the communication in the chat room." The chat room went for weeks. There was no communication in the chat room. So I said, "But if you will qualify the men who did not attend the vetting process and disqualify the men who attend the vetting process, then I see injustice. And because of this injustice, I can continue to be member of this commission because I came to Iowa to live a peaceful life and to contribute to make the Liberian Association better.
Yeah.
This is why I was recommended to help. And so I took time up and I decided not to write the interim president, not to write the chairman of the commission, but to write the board that supervises the interim leadership and the board. That was my decision. Maybe I could be wrong.
Yeah, excuse me, sir, please. Who was the interim president at that time? Okay, I want to know, do you have any idea on this? So you can, yes, do you know about this?
Yes. At that time, because at that time the interim president was Nelson. The complaint, what happened with the statement that Mr. Jebo just made is that these things happen and never reached the board. The time the board got to receive this information, it was when Mr. Cabo went for the second time to the vetting process. After the board examined the complaint that was sent to the election commission, and the election commission sent it, concluded, and they wasn't satisfied, they came to the board with it. And that was one of the reasons why during investigation we have to put hold to the election. And then later on, we suspended election and came for new election. That is, would be new vetting process, vigorous vetting process. So from my understanding, when the VK went before the election commission on that day, they asked him, they said, "Well, you had a problem with the board. Has that been set up?" He said, "Yes, that was set up." So they said, "Okay, the communication that you have, can we take a look at it?" So I learned that through that, VK did not agree to that. And that's how everything split up. But Mr. Jebo complaint came when VK had been disqualified. That's when Mr. Jebo came up with his own the complaint. And my question was, you knew all along that this thing was taking place. Why didn't you, complain? Why didn't you complain about it? Because from the initial stage, you have more opportunity to submit a complaint. You see, so that did not happen. That did not happen. And so everything started to speed up. So my co-chair then and other members of the board, when they received that letter that came, it came straight to the co-chair. It never reached my hands. It came straight to the co-chair. So what happened? The co-chair called me and wanted for us to have an emergency meeting. But I was at work. I could not have that meeting, and I told him. But he went ahead and conducted a meeting. They came out with a resolution, sent it to the election commission without informing me what was going on. You see, so when I got to know that this thing was happening, what I did, I came in and said, "Well, whatever resolution was sent over there, I do not know anything about it." And asked the chairman, I should be aware of whatever is going on. And secondly, I never authorized the co-chair to have that meeting. You see, so there were all the conflicts started from, and from there, Vicky's side, they went their way, and then you have Curtis. We still have the election. We still had the election. We did not stop the election. We still
Yeah.
had
Then
the election.
coming back, my question coming back to you there was you want to tell me the problem that the man explained. It didn't ring a line to you that the Liberian people wanted to know something about going on, but you still carry on the election with the problem on ground. You still carry on the election. They didn't solve the problem.
Well, the thing here, the thing here is that the election, like I said, he did not send a non. Let me tell you something about the board. The board, anytime the board receive a written communication, they take action on that. The board don't just take action on verbal communication. The board don't do that. You see, so we did not receive a written complaint from Mr. Jebo, who was then, was experiencing all those things that were happening. Even the day that the commission went to the General Assembly to submit the final guidelines, read through it, everything. Mr. Jebo was present. He never said anything. So the whole period have closed. You see? Then before he came up with that allegation, you see, if he had mentioned this during the process, then we were going to
I saw everything.
things. Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. Brother, I know you've been watching. I want to know if you have a question, because the reason I want to ask you, right? That guy was the chairperson also on concerning election matters. And these people, right? You see, they say that these people complain to them, and they said he's telling that they did it verbally, but you heard it, but you still went ahead to continue the election. Why the other, even the board of directors on election matter, right? They complain, but then the board, chairman, board of directors, he went ahead with the election. So I want you to listen to the chairperson too, so that you will be able to ask questions. Let the chairperson go ahead.
I saw everything that happened, and I can better give a clear picture of where we at, and then maybe where we're supposed to be. So just to go into details, this whole stuff started when we got elected. When we got elected, sometime back in 2023, the board, because normally the electoral process is the board first, and then followed by the executive. The reason the Constitution made the process to look like that is because when the board is elected, and then the board is sworn into office, the board has the authority to now look and appoint elections commission to have elections for executive. And then if there's a power struggle in terms of conflict, like where we are now, in terms of conflict in the electoral process, then the board steps in and take over to control the association, because the framer of the Constitution, they not read the Constitution because they feel like, or because they wanted to, but because they were critical thinkers that maybe one day, like what we're going through right now, confusion will sparkle during electoral process, and then the board will have to stay as the leadership for the association. So exactly what happened. So I remember when we got elected, we were inducted into office, we were sworn in, we were now members of the board as per the Constitution, and then we appointed elections commission to go through the electoral process, and then the elections was like a day to take place, because after we appointed him, we gave him, I think, like a month or two. He came up with his electoral timetable, the guidelines, everything leading to the electoral process, and then the election was like a day to be held, and then we had an unfortunate situation. One of the candidates, in person of Mr. Curtis Dolly, he wrote us. That letter was written to us on August 4th, 2023. He addressed the letter to me because I was the chairperson on election matter. So the letter was addressed to me August 4th. I received that letter at 5:28 p.m. So when I received the communication, because we knew that election was just closed door, election was just right around the corner. So I immediately contacted the chairman of the board.
Hold it
I
right
did
there.
not
Hold it right there.
hesitate
Hold it right
because
there.
I knew it was urgent. So
Hold
I
it right
called.
there, Clayton. Don't talk too much, brother. I think you see the basis, right? He said they brought it verbally, but now the chairman, board of directors, are in charge of electoral process. You heard he say he wrote the board. So my question to you also, who was heading the board? Did the clergy wrote you concerning the problem that were what are going on?
Clergy, what he did, like I said, I never saw the letter. What he did, he informed me of it. All right. He informed me of the situation. But what I'm saying that the situation during the process, this man saw what was happening, and he never sent in any complaint or said anything. Okay. He waited until when VK was disqualified. That's when this process came in. That's when this complaint came in. And clergy, he did contacted me, but I was at work. They wanted to have a meeting right away. I could not have that meeting. I said, let me get up while we arranged the meeting. But they went ahead and had the meeting. And they wrote a resolution, to the commission, the chairman of the commission. They wrote a resolution to him, you know. And I personally, I called clergy. I said, how can you guys host a meeting? I don't know what was discussed in the meeting. And then you get out and write resolution, you know. So I say, this resolution, it was not authorized by the chairman, and he knows nothing about it. And that's where we have the conflict, the misunderstanding.
Okay, brother, please ask. I get question for you. Ask. I want to ask the question. Go ahead.
No, you can ask me the question.
No, I said my brother on my brother. If you have a question, please ask him. So I will go and ask him because I have a lot of questions on that.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Loud and clear.
You guys can hear me, right? Am I audible?
Yeah, good. You good?
Okay. Awesome. How you?
I'm good. Thank you.
How are you today, my man?
Great. I'm great. And you?
Thank you. I'm doing great. I live in Minnesota, but the Labyrinth community leadership issue is all over. Holistically, in the diaspora, every leadership within the community, regardless of the location, they still goes through these internal issue, problem. But before I continue, this is my first time meeting you. The last time you were on the show, I did not participate in the interview, but just for my own, sake, I would like for you to, at least maybe 2 minutes, just tell me, something like, like regarding to your role within the Labyrinth Committee in Iowa.
Oh, I'm the chairman of the board of directors for the
Okay.
association.
All right. Awesome. That's a great, great positions that, most of the time you should be getting a lot more information when things are going wrong, both from a leadership perspective and also within the community. Okay, great. So I want us to go into let me see, because we're looking at, I got a couple of questions here, but let's look at conflict resolutions and leadership. That would be where I'll be taking my first questions towards what is going on today. With that being said, what role should community leader play, okay, in calming tensions and promoting dialogues? Because from what I've seen here, a lot of time, like you as a chairman, you are engaging into a election, or electoral process, but uh, not within a community, but also um, within the leadership hierarchy, right? But then you as a chairman decided to go ahead and start that whole leadership, Mr. Leadership, the whole election or electoral process without now coming, whatever tensions, that have occurred, right? So being a leader, because as a chairman, you're part of the leadership hierarchy. So what role do you do, or play, in calming these tension, and even promoting dialogue before continuing, that electoral process?
Well, thank you so much. First of all, the uh, leadership role that I play in that situation was to examine the entire picture of the thing, of the process. And I think that's what all leaders should play, role should play is when you have a conflict of interest or whatever before you, you have to look at different angles of it. And sometimes you look at, and based upon the angles that you are looking at, that's when you are able to apply your wisdom or your decision. You see, so there are sometimes when things come your way as a leader, you take your time and go through it. Sometimes people bring it for different reasons. And those different reasons you have to be able to, as a leader, you have to be able to know, to identify the reason. Did it come on a reasonable time? All of these things, you have to look at it. And like I said from the beginning, everything there is a process. And if that process is not, election as a whole is always a thing that bring dissatisfaction. It's always all over, even country to country. For typical in Liberia right now, even in America. So you will find those things to happen in election. There are cases will come that you will look at them, and if they have magnitude that you think it should be processed, you process it. But there are cases that will come, you look at it and say, why didn't this happen before this thing? So then you begin to put pieces together. So as a leader, those are things, and that's what I took into consideration to look at, before I made that decision. You see, had it channeled the right ways to get to me? Yes, because remember, election is a legal thing. You see, we have to know how you make decision, because you can go to court on those issues, on those things. So you have to know the kind of decision you make. You see, so if you come to me right now and say, this is why, looking back and looking at everything that is happening now, you know, leader always look at things from different perspective at different times. So if that situation come back to me, am I going to look at it in different ways? Sure, I will. I will, you see, and then draw conclusion from that. But I think here again, you know, this is why I'm driving for unity, because when we get unity, all of
Okay.
these things will be solved.
Yeah, but there is the problem though. Before
But
you get unity, solve the problem before you get unity, because those guys have been hurt because you as a leader you didn't listen to them, and your own people that you put in position, you didn't listen to them, and you said, oh, what he did, you not approve for it. You see, but he said he wrote you. He wrote the book, and then he said you are at work. If somebody wrote you or write a letter to their how they call their bosses, telling them about what going on in their department, is they said that there's a corruption going on. The election commission, he was corrupt according to them. So as a board of what director chair, what should be your what action taking?
Well, this is what I'm saying. Okay, some of these things it happened before, after the facts. Okay, because even for example, the Karte situation, whether Karte was vetted or not, you know, Karte sent a receipt over to the board at the time, but Karte was traveling to Liberia. He met with the election commission, which we all know that the election commission is an independent body. It doesn't listen to, they make up their own guidelines. They are independent body. They're not supposed to listen to the board or the leadership. They don't do that. It's an independent body. So we had no control of what the chairman was doing, because we had the chairman on election commission. He was there, and this complaint was not brought to the board. You know, this complaint was not brought to the board until after VK was disqualified.
But you said you heard what he said. You see, that's why I kept that video. I kept that video so we will understand, because the Liberian community, they split. Because you first came on the show, you said, I'm sorry. Why are you sorry for? Because of the electoral process that went on. There were problems. You knew it was on. This guy, the person that you endorsed in office, wrote you and told you that there's a problem. The election commission, that's why I wanted him to end, when he end his statement right away, brother, you will see that the how they call the chairman board of directors, they didn't listen to those that they appointed. They went ahead and did the election by themselves. So that's why I love the question that you asked. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, and that's where I'm coming to, because so you you play part in the selection process when it comes to those guys electoral process, right?
No, they are independent.
Like the election commission.
Yeah, it's an independent. What happened? This is what happened. The leadership will appoint those people in consultation with the board.
But are they working? I know you guys are appointed, right? They should be working in collaboration with the team, because the reason why you guys selected them to play that role, because you want right? It should be crucial role within any electoral process that is within the leadership team, right? But then I know you said they are independent. If other people are dissatisfied with what is being done or being said within that team, that particular team or specific team, then it should be brought to brought for in the front row, so that everybody can address these issues and resolve those dissatisfied move forward with the electoral process. Because when people are dissatisfied, especially when election is going on, whether they are defeated or not, or whether they lost or win, they will still have an issue. Especially when they lose the election, they will say, well, I have this issue, I have the doubt about the whole process, or about whoever individual within the team that we did not feel satisfied with. Then you as a judgment decide to continue to go ahead and have the election without not resolving that issue to clear that doubt. And again, before you continue, the letter that was written, was it written on like paper or through digital, like email? I think you guys should start using email, because that alone, it's easier for you guys to have access to these informations, because you said you were not aware of the letter. So was it done digitally or just paper?
I think they send it to him through a digital ways. I think that's how he received it. But I said he never submitted a letter to me. He only
But then if
informed
they
me
send
of
it
it.
through, if I receive it, they should add you or every interesting party that's supposed to, I know not everybody gonna get, or even the community people, because the issue is internal, between leaders, right? So if
Yeah,
someone is sending a letter, let's say for instance at work, when you have issue with your bosses, and maybe you don't want to work for that company again, you an email that okay, you want to resign, your letter of resignation, right? HR, whoever supposed to receive that email. So I think if you are saying you as a chairman you did not receive the information on time, then it was wrong out of the individual that sent the stuff, because he should have added you so that at least you can receive it, because email is easy. Digital is easy.
yeah, yeah,
I can be at work and I'll email. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you so much. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. It was not, I never received the communication. It was not sent to me. I was only informed by the chairman. And this is why I'm saying, when these things, as a leader, when you face with these problems, you have to look into it and see the positive from the negative. You see, and that's why I keep talking about the process. It was not channeled through the right process. So therefore, the election was already up, and I did not want to interfere with the process. So this is
Okay,
why
okay,
I just let
okay.
everything stay as it
Yeah,
is.
then I will come right there. The people you put in place, they are independent group. And then they came back, they said, no, they put us here to fix things. Now they sent Edward digital letter concerning about Manyoma they're having problem with him. Now that letter came to your office, but you said you didn't see it. So now, but you knew what happening. But you say you don't want to interfere with the election, and what the election does that those that are taking care of the election say they get problem, but you said no, you don't want to interfere. Why you don't want to interfere with the election? Then why you can't just go ahead with the election? Then you have board of directors that concerned of the electoral process. You put it there. But then when they give you problem, they say, oh, there's problem going on. You said, no, you don't want to be, you don't want to interfere with the election. So why you elected them in office?
So, Brother Stanley, let me say this again. The the complaint, because according to the video that you show, the
Yeah.
complaint started from almost the beginning of the vetting process. Okay, if you listen to the video, but all this time, the person who were complaining, they were person and participating in that process. So that process went on until the ending of it. Then before he came out with a complaint, and whereby we had the commission have a lot of general assembly meeting, and they were updating the assembly of the progress. The man who filed a complaint was right there. He was right there. He never said anything. And this is what I'm saying, that if the process is coming through the right channel, then we know how to handle it. But if it's not coming through the right channel, then it's going a different way. Then to me, we should not waste our time behind it. Let's focus and do what we had to do. You see, that's because if trust me, if their complaint had come from the beginning, I'm sure and complaint in writing to the board, I'm sure we'll come to take a look at it. But everything was late. So my thing is right now, let us let us forget about the past, and look towards the future, because what we did not accomplish in the past is gone. This is why this is the opportunity for us to come in and correct everything we see. And this is the reason why we having the leadership of Viking on, in the association. I'll be talking about that. And we have a lot of qualified people out there who can come in and we change things. We all can work because that's unity, working together. When we all come and work together, we can change things. We can make good things happen.
I spoke to Valiku, and because before doing this process, I spoke to him because I want transparency. First of all, Valiku said each candidate contribute money for this electoral process, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How much you got received from this candidate?
Well, I was not the one collecting the money because I'm a member of the board. I'm a neutral person. I'm not supposed to take part in any collection of money, nor run any candidate campaign. So I do not know. That we have to probably you can ask Vicky again, or maybe the former president.
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys have a treasurer?
Yes, we do have a treasurer, but as you know, the current the administration time expired. So right now,
No, I'm talking about not now. I'm talking about before the election.
Before, yeah.
But who was that treasurer that was keeping the money? Who was that person?
The treasurer was Cesar.
Cesar Flan, right?
Yeah, Cesar Flan, yeah.
So do you have any idea how much you were keeping?
Oh, well, I can't remember. I cannot remember, but I know whatever she was keeping after the election, after the voting process, everything, the winner, everything was turned over to Mr. Dollar at the time. And I think when Mr. Dollar left for Liberia, everything was turned over to then Manlaw, Chia, the acting vice president who became the president. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now there's a question here. Do you know any Jeremiah Shah?
Yes, I know Jeremiah Shah. Jeremiah Shah was the treasurer. He was in the Manlaw administration, so he stayed until the time of the. Excuse me. Yeah.
Jeremiah Shah. He was treasurer at that time, right? No, I said before. I'm not going to
before I tell you, it was Cesar Flan that was the treasurer at the time. Temporary, Cesar Flan.
Yeah, but Jeremiah Shah, who he was treasurer for?
Jeremiah Shah, he was the financial secretary.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. And then you say you don't know anything about the money, so you don't know how much Cesar was keeping. You have no idea. And we see here, we have a document here because I went deeply, Mr. Van. I went deeply, and what I got here was before the election process, Cesar Flan was keeping $11,000. Is that true?
I cannot answer you on that because, like I said, I do not want to give misleading number here. But I'm sure the president then received that money, and I cannot sit here and tell you that that's the amount that she have.
Okay. Do you ever went to Cesar Flan to get money for what? Why you went to? I had a car. Do you ever went to Cesar for money?
No, I did not go. You know, when you say money, what kind of money?
You went to
sorry.
Money from the treasurer, 1,000, 1,005, 1,003, any amount.
No, I never did. That is not my rule. I know there's a process in doing that. The Constitution clearly states the process in doing that. And
okay, why was money taken from Cesar Flan for police payment for what? Why you took money took 15,000 for a police payment. Payment for what?
15,000. I can't remember. Like I can't remember that. I can't remember that amount. But I know that during the election process for safety, we got police. I know there were police. We got police, and those police it was not for free. You know, they were paid. We got police, and I'm positive show the breakdown that time that Mr. Todey administration forwarded that to the community. I'm sure he listed all of that, the expenditure. I'm sure the department did that.
I am still asking the question: who went for that police financial something? Who went to sign for it? Who went there?
Oh, to be honest with you, I cannot remember.
Okay, but here on my the document that I have, you went there to get the police money. 50. It might be 15,000, but you say you don't want to get figure $15,000 to pay the police.
Okay, I will have to.
Sister said, you went to her, you got money, you went to her and
15,
signed.
15 or 1,005.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, 15,000. 15,000.
15,000?
15,000 or 1,500.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, stand,
1,500.
Yeah.
Oh God. 1,000. I'm
yeah,
very
so
sorry.
we just 1,500.
1,500. Yeah. She said you went there to get the reason you went there for it was for the police. Sorry, it's 1,500.
If I'm not mistaken, I think when the administration sent the budget, that time when they sent the budget, I mean the election commission sent the budget for that election. So I think what happened, I still can't remember if I was the one that probably went to pick the money up from her, because if I did, that means that I was probably the only one that was available to get the money, you know, at the time. And if she gave me the money, it would be signed for, because that's what she knows that anybody that take money from her would be signed. So
you did because first of all you said you didn't take, you didn't go for money, and you are not responsible to go for money, but now you are telling me, yeah, but maybe that you was available. How can you be available and you want to get a money that you are not telling her? That transparency want to know.
Yeah, Mr. Brooks, understand me. I'm saying that I cannot remember of going to Caesar to get that money. Okay, it is possible. I do not know until I see the receipt. You see, but I cannot remember. And if any money was withdrawing from Caesar to the administration, you know, they had the expenditure on that. You see, they had the expenditure on that, because it is not the board practice to go around collecting money from people. We don't do that. It's the administration that their business. They got a treasurer, they got a financial secretary, they got a team. They can go at any time and get the money. And this is why the Constitution states that anything with 1,500, you see, it doesn't have to meet the board approval. They can withdraw. The administration can go and withdraw it. The only time the board get involved when something from 2,005, that's when the chairman's signature is needed for them to withdraw money. And anything above 2,005, it goes to the body for the body to have a vote on it. You see?
Okay.
So that's how the process works.
I have a question here to you, because Liberian people want to know how the money did not the money that was kept with Cesar at that time was $11,000. So the $11,000, Jeremiah Shah went alone with Todey to sign for $7,453, just to what? 7,000 to print what? Right here, the whole stuff here. Okay, let me put it on the screen. I don't want us to. I want put it on the stream. I want if you ever know about this, so that we will try to get it going.
Oh the issue of money is always a problem, for leaders.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So sometimes you just want to.
Yeah. So as
you just want to
reading,
avoid these things.
yeah, Honorable. As the store is reading, I want you to tell us what that money, the $7,453 just to print paper, to print ballot paper.
I don't think that figure you are discussing. I don't know where you got that document from. I don't know where that document
was
is.
Signed. It was signed and witnessed by Todey. Okay, now is he a president?
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. If Todey was the one that signed for that money, how the board member know nothing about it?
Okay, then why is it was June 6, 2024.
That's what I'm saying. How the board member?
He's the president of the Liberian community. Because then it's signed for ballot papers, signing to go print it, right, brother? So how can the Emena yet president, then he signed yet president of the Liberian Association approve, and he witnessed it? I want to pull it on the stream, brother. It happened in June 6, 2024.
Yeah, you should be able to share it when you share it.
Let me share it. I come to share it. Go.
Yeah, when you there's an option there in the real stream that in the a stream that you can share a specific screen. Yeah. But and this is a problem though. I can't miss. Oh, sorry. This is a problem I see within the Liberian community. Transparency. You see, for me, any money that do not belongs to me, I don't like to be part of it. And if, as a team, or hurricane, if there's any financial issue where we need to address, I always like for us to go about doing that, collectively, not individual, just going to go. And there should be a proper channel to go, because sometimes, like I said, you might not be on, involving yourself into these things, but because you're a leader, you're going to take all the hit. You understand what I'm saying? So and it's just not in the Liberian community in Iowa. The stuff is all over. In Minnesota, it's the same thing. And most of the funds, as a leader, you cannot go take 7,000. I don't know if it's 7,000 or 700. I don't know the figure, and that's what we want Stan to share the information. Okay, they got 700. Then we don't want to say 7,000.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I come in at $7,453. They right here. I bring it as a document.
Okay, yeah, but then, because that's a huge amount of money, for even from a personal, from a personal perspective, that when you go to the bank to withdraw some, they want to question you because that's not small, that's a lot of money. 7,000 just to print T-shirt for what? Or paper or ballot paper. I mean, we live in America, everybody have access to printer and stuff. As a leader, just to save money, you can say, you know what, I'll be responsible to print it. I can even go to the library, and print this thing just to reduce costs, right? The expenditure, that'll reduce that for the sake of the institution. But I think a lot of people come into a leadership role within the Liberian community just to get paid, and that's not the goal. The main goal is to improve the community, like every other. Like I admire so much the Somalian community, what they have done. But we as a Liberian, what can we do to mimic, that same, strategies? We might not copy them, but also we can learn from what they have achieved, as a community within the United States. But every time, you hear this or the Liberian community, it always has to be, some type of monetary stuff, monetary issues. And and I think leadership should be able to distance themselves away from any kind of a monetary, affair. But they also have to be in the know of what is being going on, in terms of financial, expenditure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
thank
so
you, thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you. But let me tell you something, and I will say this: the Liberian Association had never have even up to $12,000 in their account. They had never have it. So that's why this number that Mr. Brooks is calling. That's why I want to know where it comes from, because
Okay.
it's
So
not an accurate. It's not an accurate number.
so
It's
so
not an
so
accurate number.
those funds, are they safe into a specific account, a bank account, or someone just keeping Suzu or something?
No, no, no. It is saved into a bank account. And then
Okay, but then that's a legal
listen,
document to be
listen now.
printed. You can print it.
Yeah,
Do you have
listen now.
access? Do you have
When the
access to
new
that account?
no, listen. The board is not entitled to have access to the account. Okay,
Okay.
they have the leadership, which is the treasurer, the president. They are the people who names get onto on that account. They control it, and then the leadership, they has the right to make the program and spend money on it. But this is why I said the Constitution stated that anything up to $1,500, okay, the leadership don't have to come to the board. They can go ahead and withdraw it. Anything from 2005, then they have to come to the board, and then I have to sign up on it. You see, anything above that, it has to go to the body, and then we go through voting process when they state the reason why they want anything. You see, that how it's up, that how they operate. So actually, when the leadership is taking money, you know, they're not coming to the only time the board gets those report, the board can say at certain time we can write the leadership say, okay, we need report on the financial statement. We need report on the financing. You see, then the leadership can submit the report to us. You see, that's how it works. You see, so the leadership can be spending on different things. The board don't know about it until we ask them to make that report, and sometimes that report can come in quarterly. You know, just how the board wanted to come in. So that's how it works. That's how it works. So if you have the president going to sign for money, the chairman or no member on the board know about it. They do not know. And that's why I'm saying that if he had this figure, it would be good for us to.
Listening to you. Yeah. Yeah. Please. I want you to clarify something so that the Liberian people know about it, because the numbers that I'm calling, if it is exact number. Okay. Thank you. Right here. Let it take right here. Here we go. Yeah. So you are on the call. So sister, are you there?
Yeah, yes, I'm there.
Thank you very much. Are you hearing her, brother?
Yes.
Okay. Sister, did did Honorable Fred came to you to get money for, because no, let me hit it. Let me hit it here quick right here. I get a document. I want you to please tell us. Fred came to you to get money for the police, the security.
Yeah, when they were having the 2023 voting years.
So
Hello?
yeah. So how much did you give Fred at that time?
I tried to look for the receipt, but it is 1,000 something he took. 1,000 something. Yeah.
And
for
then
the police, they started doing a voting registration of voting for 2023 years. Mr. Todey, yeah, they were voting. We're on Franklin school for me.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, he heard you, and And the second question here was, I mean, look on my list here again. The man your man came to you to get 500.
Yeah, Mr. Yoma came to me. He got 500
You have to
for
do
the hall. The hall,
The
they
hall-
Frankie kept all hall, but then they told say they never wanted to accept them because they don't want them there. So that they money will need there and they keep right on it. So they park and they have this making something there. Yes.
Okay, but the money that man your man signed for is about printing of the ballot and the hall, right?
I think it's supposed to print the ballot and the whole back. What happened to this? I'm not seeing where I come. But what I didn't look for it, but I will look for that paper in one of my bed yet. I'm not seeing where today. I've been busy all day.
Okay, thank you for that.
So,
Yeah, the second question here, brother, let me change the screen so that we all will read it. I think you can see it, right, brother? You can see it?
I can see it.
I can see it clear. Yeah.
My eyes is kind of bad to
I see it there here. It said, that is to what? Clarify that I really know Jeremiah Shah, treasurer of the Liberian Association of Iowa, have received
7,400.
Yeah, you see, you see it right there.
Yeah, $7,453.
I received $7,453 from Cesar Flan as a result of the election of 2023.
So that's the total. That's the total amount that they spend on the whole process, right?
Yeah, and you see it, the time they did it, right? The date is here. Come see. It's what? June. Yeah, June 6th. Yeah, go ahead.
Is Mr. Fred on the line?
He's there. He listens to you.
Yes, I'm on it, huh?
Is Jeremiah Shah on the line too?
No, he's not here.
Okay. Jeremiah Shah is supposed to be on the line tonight, but the problem here is that on Senate, I would like to tell you thank you tonight on the line because there's money business. There's money building my knee, just funny or plan. I don't know what to do with the money. Thank God the time I come and we talking about the money building tonight. Because other people will come and say, oh, really eating the people money, but Mr. Fred on the line. I one of the person that don't really eat people money. But thank God you are very autonomous. Yeah.
Okay. So I think, brother, you see it now, right? $7,453. So I want so go ahead, explain about this money. I think you know about it too. Because
let me comment on this document that you just put up here. I think.
Yeah, let me come on when I come in when Mr. Todey and Jeremiah talking for the money. Mr. Fred know nothing about the money. He don't know that Jeremiah Shah and credit count the money in my living room yet, right in my living room yet, and they took it. They said they were taking it to the bank. I don't know wherever bank they were taking it at. So Fred know nothing about that money.
Yeah, okay, Fred, I know, but we're asking maybe you might hear about it. So
yeah,
I don't know.
This money, okay.
Yeah.
This money. Pardon me.
Do you know anything about this money? The $7,453 coming from the community account.
What my best collection of this document, I would say that Cesar then was the treasurer, and she was keeping the money. So I think after the election, that when they went to take the money from her to open the bank account, and I think that's where this receipt is coming from. I think that this receipt is coming from, and It's just that I don't know when next I'll be on your show, but I know it's possible for us to track and get the breakdown of this money. But I show that this is the money that they opened the bank account with. That Caesar, who was keeping then the treasure, but after the election, they have new financial secretary and new treasurer. So they had to collect the money from Caesar. I think that's the document is.
Stanley, can I ask a question? Is a
Yeah,
lady?
yes, she's here.
She's still on the
listening.
phone, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's kind of a sad because now she being beat up for this game, and I think the chairman here too, also being that he's a leader, also taking a hit. You know what I mean? Accountability. So I think it would be a great idea to schedule um another events where we'll have everyone, year to be able to give accountability for these funds. These funds, even though the lady was keeping this fund because that's her job, but I think she needs to be, in the future at least to secure herself. Not anybody can just come and say, oh, because I'm into leadership, so I want these funds. You know, you need at least 2 or 3 third party,
Oh,
to be involved.
excuse me.
No,
Hello.
okay, go ahead, ma.
No, can I wait? Who is the person that are speaking on this line to me? What's your name?
No, the man that how they call it, is my colleague. The man is saying something that you found into the track as well. So
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not accusing you, man. Don't worry.
yeah,
I'm only saying that for your own safety, because it happened
yeah.
all over, even in Minnesota where I live. Money business is always the issue. But you will keeping the money. You will serving that capacity as a financial, secretary. I don't know your position, within
I'm
the.
not our treasure. I was just there helping them.
Okay. Yeah, but now you're taking the hit, though. You see.
Pastor secretary and treasure me. I was not ready. Treasure like the people voted for me. No.
Okay.
It was with Pareku Cabo and Credit when they were there. I thought they put me there as they just to be there to do their stuff. But now I was not ready. Like they voted for me. No.
So okay, let me ask you one question, Mama. This fund that you release to these gentlemen, can you still track where the fund have been used for, or where, I mean, where they used, because he's saying your chairman is saying here that they use that fund to open the account. So chairman, can you guys tell the community if that money is still within the account?
Well, I cannot come and speak on that because
they're supposed to be on that line tonight. The Marsha or Curtis and who else? The president now, the sitting president yet. She's supposed to be here. You're not supposed to. They're supposed to. You call her to be on that line. She know about that money too.
Yeah, I think you're right too, because and that's what I'm saying, that we should have another time where everybody will be here to give accountability for this whole fund, because now and that's what I'm saying, on your side, that you are taking a hit because you released that money. And now the chairman here too is unaware because he was not present, but because he's the chairman, he played a major part, in the leadership role. Now he's taking a hit too. So those guys should be held accountable. And if that funds cannot be accounted for, there should be another proceeding where you can take them like legal action against them, because these are community funds.
So let me can I come in?
Yeah.
Come in, go ahead.
Yeah, let me say something. You see, I just trying to entertain the financial question and thing, because we, like I said, we have a process, and the leadership tenure just expired. They have not submitted the final report yet. So in the final report, all of these things going to be listed, so the community will see it, because the financial report will be public. The community will see it, and that will give us a better a sense of how much did the administration start off with, how much were in their possession, and when Curtis received and when he turned over to my lordship, how much was all of these things would be listed as part of the financial report. So right now, I do not want to get ahead of the leadership who was controlling the money then. You see, so I think what we should do is to wait for that report, and this is why we need an interim leadership established, and those are something I know I will talk about it more. You see, in order to have a leadership in place, because the board function is different than the leadership
Yeah,
function.
we can't have leadership in place, Mr.
Yeah,
Fred.
the time
Oh, no,
is
no, I come in, sir. Here you need peace. These are the criteria you have to make. If you can clear this down for a lot of people to know, how they call honorable, your road will be paved. Let me let you know, because Cesar Flan was keeping 11,000, and Cesar Flan didn't get someone money to go open account, because this is something that she was already having that was in the Liberian community account. According to what you how they call you are trying to say here. When I first asked you, you say you didn't go there to get money from Cesar 1,500 or 1,002, the amount you will find it. And this thing should be clear in the community. Then the people will come back and have confidence in you.
Trying to say he trying to get money from you for the security to the place there?
No, he said no.
No, I told you I cannot remember. Maybe I did, but I could not remember. But she is saying that, and she had paper because they
don't do that.
Sister, we're not here. Sister, the money that I received from you, the police will pay because we got the police. Sister, the money that was received from you, it was received for a particular job, and which of course you saw the police were paid. They were paid in full. So if I took any money from you, I should give it to the administration.
Do you have any receipt transferring money from you to the police when you took the money? Do you have any receipt of it? Because number one, the money we should know. I come in from honorable. You say peace and what? Let me say flyer peace and whatsoever. So I want to know when you got the money from her, and this is coming. When you got the money from NSSR, because you had to transfer money, if that you did it by Zelle or you did it by Cash App, you still have to keep that receipt, because if you use library money, you have to get an account to show. She said that he took it. No, we hear it. He took it. He understand. So can you tell us, where is the receipt that you gave the police people? Where's the receipt?
That's what I'm telling you. The administration responsible to keep all receipts and things. It's not the board. You see, if any money that was given and made to the police or any other vendor, you know, or contractor, the administration, I come in now. So the administration is their duty that they will get their receipt. They will make the breakdowns and everything.
The administration, you making big error and
no,
mistake.
No, you're not listening. Mr. Brooks, listen.
Uncle Fred, please wait. Listen. I come to know. And this is that way. Please wait. Uncle Fred, right here. They said the money that they took, the 7,453 was going to prepare the election. And then, man, I thought the money, he came to he came as president to sign for money. You guys, when I had the president, how he become president to come sign money? Like one part we talk to Shah and him. Now your 50,000 you took to get the police. Like one part is that boy, you came there and get the money.
1,500 standing.
Yeah, I got 1,500. You took.
Yeah.
You went to the police to go pay the police. It's not about bull. You went there. It's about bull. Your treasurer was going to go there. You went there and get the money. Where is the receipt that you paid the police?
No, listen. Listen, I did not go to the police station and pay the police. I have contact with the after hour police chief. And when I used to run halls. So anytime I need police, I will call him and tell him that I'm having an event. I need 2 or 3 police because they usually come 2, not 1. And then they will tell me the fee. When the police come, that money is given to the police. I do not go to the station. That money, because those are after hour police. That money is given to the police. So that's how it works. So whatever money I got from Caesar was submitted to the authority then, and they are the one that did the expenditure and thing.
Stanley, are coming. I think I got problem with that. And the issue I see here is transparency. There's no transparency here, and accountability, because you as a chairman, if you are saying that, of course police will come, you give them the money. They are processed. But in this country, anything that has to do with monetary stuff, they will give you receipt. The police have a printer in the car. When they pull
I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that. I am saying if they have receipt, the receipt will pass over to the people then in charge.
But did you do a follow-up on that to make sure that, because now you are being, I'm on your side, but I think that, as a leader, you left everything with not even keeping track, for accountability.
Look, the board get financial statement from the leadership. The board get financial. It's not everything that the leadership do every day.
You want out if I get police.
Anything I gotta do with money. Sir, anything I gotta do with money. You need receipt. You need receipt, and the reason why you need receipt. To be able to give validation. Declare your name out.
But this is what I'm saying. I am saying that the police process will pass through the leadership then.
Okay, I want to know who was leadership at that time when you're doing election to bring to the election. Who you see that? That's my problem here, Mr. Van. You are having election. No president, they say leadership. You are the only leader that the board were controlling everything. At that time, not president. So why you say authority? You are the authority.
So let me ask.
No, Mr. Stanley.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
How often you guys conduct a board meeting, and what are some of the things that are being discussed? On a regular basis. How often, as a leadership,
we conduct board meeting. We conduct board meeting at least once a month.
And what are some of the things that are being discussed within that meeting?
Well,
it should be a public information, because you serve the community as a public space. They need to know.
We look at things that we discuss things that will benefit the community, things towards the leadership, what we're looking at, their programs and etc. You see, those are all the things we look at. You see,
what about expenditure? What about expenditure?
Yeah, that's listen. We have a constitution that deals on expenditure, how it should be processed, and that's why I told you, we the board we can request financial report from the administration. Okay, we request financial report from the administration. The administration, not every day we get a report from them. They are the administration. They are leader. They are responsible to handle the funding for the organization. But the board also responsible to make sure that the funding is used properly. You see, so the leadership responsible. The leadership, they make report to us, tell us, say, well, at so and so time, we got this amount of money, and this is how we use this amount of money. Okay. And the leadership can also, the board, we can request for bank statement. They can bring bank statement. So this is why everything that we are talking here, to me, we have documentation. Okay, we can get any record at any time from the bank. We are waiting for the outgoing leadership to put the report together, submit it to the board. If we look at it and not certify, it is our right to call them to question them on certain things that we are not satisfied with, and then that would be published. That would be published. The community, yeah, come in. So the community now, we see everything, and the question then will go to that leadership that was in power then. You see? So this is what I'm telling you. So I can't stay right here and answer all your financial questions.
Within Iowa, right? The community in Iowa, like community in Iowa. How many leadership, like the amount of leadership they have since the institution were funded? How many?
Well, I think they have covers, and this is the reason why. If you listen to my opening statement, I said that the foundation of the leadership have been broken from the initial starting of this organization, because, and I would tell you, we have a constitution that has some good stuff in it, but they have no, I mean, the foundation was not established. So the way how this whole financial thing been running and other things in the association, you know, this is what get this organization broken today.
Our sister still on the line standing. She's still on the line.
Yeah, let me come in. Let me come in a little bit, Mr. Sewon. Okay,
yeah.
the whole electoral process was controlled by the board. There was no at that time a government that was there, no leader, or that they call no, because only you guys have the two president how they call the Kennedy, the two of them, right? Okay, so we're keeping 11,000. How they call all the money that was deducted from that 11,000, we get 3,500 for this, 3,500, and for the $7, $7,453, and then people take money little by little, and all these people man to 500. So what I'm looking at here, Mr. Fred, not Mr. Fred, Mr. Sewon, what we are looking at here, we need peace and transparency here. So if you are coming to the community, these are the things we sort of wash from the floor, because Manyoma and Botitanya, they want this problem came from them. You see it? So that's what you were talking about. So now you are coming, you bring good good ground for the people. So let us, you didn't listen to your electoral board or something. You didn't listen to them. Y'all went ahead, stay, y'all start your government in play to get the money out. So we want to know this money here. I want the money. So we have to clear that thing so that we will see. But this interview will not end here. You will still contact all these people. We need them on the show. We want for Pedro here then. Cesar will be live. That day Cesar will be live.
I think it's the best thing. The best thing. Yeah.
We need Jefferson live. We need Boditarian live. We need how they call it, Manyoma live. We need Jeremiah Shah live, and you. And and we need the president live. The man who signed for the $7,463, he had to be live, because he witnessed it and then he gave an approval for that money. He should be live. So I want you to go and I want you to rather contact all these people who the community want to know about them. Then we can move to another process that you
Mr. Brooks. Let me just correct you on something. Okay. During the time of the election, the board did not control everything, because we had an intern leadership. So the intern leadership was conducting all affairs of the association. So the board was not in control of anything. So every money and thing, every money and thing that was in transaction during the period of that time, it was the intern leadership administration that were handling that.
Who was
And
leading at
they,
that time
and
as
that
an
was
interim president at that time?
that was Mr. Nelson Gay.
Mr. Nelson Gay. Okay,
Yeah.
then how you came, because Mr. Nelson Gay was sort of control the place, going for money and doing them. Then how do you keep went for that police money? That was Nelson Gay job. Why you went there?
Well, like I said,
Todey.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright left already. I think he came over before Cardinals started their voting something. Mr. Wright left. This thing we're talking about again. Y'all bring body, the city president, y'all bring body secretary, and myself and Mr. Fred, whoever there, y'all bring that body, we'll talk about it. I will stay there for that receipt. I will stay there for my receipt and say, God, but today I'm not feeling well. I've been laying out all year, all day. But let me tell you something, you see, Mr. Fred, I will not lie to you. Mr. Fred, when he keep for that money to me, he keep for the money, he said keep for the money here. He said keep for the money in my house here. The 70,000, that 70,000 there, y'all need to bring Jeremiah side. You not say in the corner. Y'all need to bring it there. After market left, let me just say after market left, then see get it 70,000 see get no, but then 70,000. Y'all bring see get. Market was that time market already left, but see get they balance 70,000 see get no about it too.
You said Steve Gay, right?
Yeah, see get no about it.
Okay, Steve Gay. Then who again? Please get a name.
After market resign, I think after credit let them market resign. When market resign, I was speaking the man for that. The city president before CK there. So y'all bring CK no about 7,000 here.
Jeremiah Shah.
Jeremiah and Lord Tima. They need to come. Lord Tima need to come too.
Love who?
See the financial, I think the financial secretary there. Jeremiah the treasurer. I think treasurer.
Love who? Love who?
Lord Tima.
Love Tima. Love Tima.
Yeah, so let me tell you, they're not going to put no interim president there now. And they won't be about their money bidding. Because their money bidding, I find question when I pass here, they see where you take our money, where you did Mr. President over there. That's said it to Mr. President and Mr. President. When he was really, I think, a current wherever here, we waste a lot of money. Mr. President know me too good. So let the people come to their money, but they can save up. Friend, I say, then they come. Friend, to the Indo, but I said it, but they must come too. When they play now, he myself at the time he keep on the fact they put this money to me here, so they can't they say, but they forget they say that I keep on the money. Friend,
they got a police. No, they got a police. They got a police for.
CK will come, but they poor money. So me, I can rest for them poor money. I can't answer a question. And you're not putting no city people there. Before we'll see about their money, before you appoint anybody that will be that work for the president in Iowa yet.
Okay.
Mr. Brooks.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
We should not go ahead of what the people call going ahead of the horse. We should not do that. I told you that there was an administration in power. Okay, they are process in doing things. Right now, the outgoing administration have not made her financial report. They have not made that report. So right now, we can't just jump out and start calling people and asking them questions when we do not know what is coming out in the report. Suppose the report come. Hold on, please. Yeah. Suppose the report the report come out and everything is detailed in the report. Then what would you say? You start accusing the people? So let us wait. Right now, we can't say any. I hold the chairman. I can't say anything until that report comes. And I told you, when that report comes, because I know one of the main things that is having the community having problem with how the financing and thing was spent. you know. So when that report come, that report will be a public report. We can come in on your show, and then the leadership that are in power can come on your show, and then with the treasurer. Then if you are not satisfied with any of the breakdown, those are questions to ask them. But right now we have not received the report. So what are we investigating, and we have not seen anything before us
Yeah, that's the thing.
except for the receipt. Yeah, so that just wait.
No, Mr. Sewan, that is the reason why we are asking for this. There was interim government. Now there was interim government. This money was used for the election. It was not part of the new government. The new government had to make an account. We want the problem that happened in the community. These are the reason the problem occurred. There were fraud. You
Okay,
understand?
then what happened? Then this is what happened. Okay. If that is the case, the intern government, the intern leadership, they may report to the Marlaw and Curtis leadership. They may report to them. So this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. We are here talking, but they could be having the report to come forward with it. Then that will clarify everything. Because right now, you see, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Mr. Van,
yeah.
I come in, Mr. Van, there's a conspiracy right here. Because he will tell me the interim government made a report to the how they call the new government, then how do you know? Where is the report?
In a normal situation, that's what happens. If you have an internship is just people acting, you know, in some leadership capacity, right? But from what I'm seeing, it's just not in Iowa. It's all over, and a lot of time, the people that get hit on a lot, he too is from victim of the situation, but he had not exercised his power as a chairman. You need to, even though people are operating, they are operating in their own, you know, space, like, you know, the electoral, you know, leadership. They should be neutral from every, you know, stuff that pertaining to the internship leadership, but they are not ready, you know, by themselves. They have to collaborate with you guys, you know, intense. Like if you have a company, right? We work for a company. A lot of time, the most important information or meeting that they conduct is how the company is running in terms of, you know, monetary aspect, right? Because without money you cannot run an institution. Because even though we say community, but this is an institution that serves the community, right? And these funds, I believe that these funds were generated from people within the community. And sometimes we need to, when people are taking money too, I know people come there for their own personal needs, you know, to do stuff. But whenever money have been withdrawn, you know, from the community account, it should be accounted for. And you as a leader, people will always come to you because that's your role. You cannot say, oh, we cannot do nothing. They have the other. No. Even though they have their own leadership within a team, but holistically, you know, you control everything as a chairman. So you need to get report from each leaders within, you know, within those departments. So it's like, for instance, if you have a company, you know, you're the CEO, all right, you have your HR department, you have, you know, your account department, you are getting report from each leadership, you know, within those individual, you know, department, so that you can make your you know, like when you're having a yearly board meeting, you can make that report, say, well, these are information I have gotten from, you know, these leaders from in these from this other team. But you cannot say, because it's called collaboration, you guys are collaborating, right? Now I listen to the CISO, yeah. Everybody, because she's saving the money, people go there and just take money.
Yeah.
And some of them, I believe that they never even follow the procedure, because you have procedure, you have policy in place, how to withdraw money, how to get money. But I think you guys need to protect, you know, your secretary, because when you got to do a money business, is a problem.
They all sitting now in the corner. They all
Yeah.
come.
But you see,
Why is the president now
And it's
inside?
wrong. Because that whole name going around and your name going too. Because now we don't have accountability. Everybody get different receipt, you know.
Even
Well,
Mr.
seriously, I cannot call it that because again, I will have to wait for the report, which will details everything.
And how
All
long?
right.
How long has the transition been going through? How long since the new administration came into office?
We do not have a new administration yet. We do not have a new administration. The Constitution.
3 years. 3 years. 3
20
years.
years?
3 years.
Hold on. We do not. No, it's not 3 years. You misquoting. Every leadership stay in power for 2 years. The executive leadership for 2 years. Okay. So
we 2045, so that's 3
yeah,
years.
yeah. Hold on, sister. Hold on, please. So now the Marlaw Chair administration, which was part of Cartier administration, it just ended the ending of this November. That one it ended. Okay. Now, according to our constitution, now, since we do not have a leadership in power, the board has the power, the vested power to appoint an interim leadership. But what I am saying that what we are discussing on the board, we want to be transparent. What happened the last time, we don't want it to happen again. So in order to be transparent, we want to come to the community and talk peace so that we all can come together, can work together. And then from that point, the door is going to be open to people who want to serve on that interim leadership, and they will submit their names to us. Then the board.
Say that way. Let me ask the chairman question, and then you can go. I don't want to lose my thought because the man he got.
No, wait, small. Let me ask you because I want that's the
thing. I want to ask you. You said something. You said something. I want to ask you one question, right? I'll ask you 2 questions, and then other people can come in. My sister can come in too. Do you think the community going to trust you when you have never set any precedents? Because there's no accountability. All right, you're serving a public space. All right, because the community is a public space. All right, so transparency and accountability is, it's a lot. Now, you have done something that have not been clarified yet, especially when it got something to do with money. The sister here, her name is, I know our people. Even when you do something, they will say, "Oh, you have done that," and now I don't think you have given her any protection. But people have gone to her to withdraw money without giving any accountability, any cost. Now all that weight is on her. There's no accountability of the funds that have been withdrawn. Whether they follow the truth, whether they follow the proper channel, and I got to do with money business. When people do not trust you, they cannot come back to you. I tell you, as a leader,
my brother, yeah. Let me come in here. The thing here is, you keep using the word. Yeah, hold on, sister. Hold on. Yeah, the thing here is you keep using the word transparency and accountability. Okay, right now you cannot accuse anybody because we have not seen the full report on how things went. And you yourself, you get office, you're a leader in the office. Your financial department will make report, you look at that, but you can't just get up and talk about accountability. Suppose there is accountability there. And what you're saying that hold on.
The reason asking transparency, because the reason asking for transparency, you can remember every other thing, but you cannot remember taking money from this woman. The 1,500.
Okay, listen. I'm not listening. Listen, at the time, I did not remember. But if she had to, because hold on. Let me say something. At the time, I did not remember, but since she brought my attention to it by having the document, yes. People forget things. I will not deny it. People forget things.
You must prove it and bring me paper.
Yeah, that's what I said. So the paper came. The paper came, so that I approved. Yeah, that I approved. That she got proof now. But what I'm saying is that what I'm listen, Mr. Brooks. What I'm saying is that the conversation is good, but what we should do, wait for our report. Wait for the report. The only thing I'm asking you, wait for, because we cannot prejudge things. Let's wait for the report. When the people,
Mr. Sion, if we will wait for the report, then you have to wait after the report before you do anything.
But if the sister never had a receipt, right? If she never had a receipt standing, the whole money being a different thing. It's gonna go on her because now you're saying that because she came forward with a receipt, so now you can remember.
Yes.
Okay, since I want to talk, go ahead.
Mr. Simon, you know what happened, brother Fred, you know what happened? You see, money Benin can 4 people need. You can't just come and say, I'm bringing somebody today. I won't put them there on that break on that because the money Benin, they folk are go where the money go before they even collect, they're not money they do. We will not have people who they just can't eat or who because you don't eat or who I'm saying it.
Things change already.
And money Benin, they got other people who doing other things, they bringing their late money. They don't know where the money going. They say you want to bring another Eastern government, you are speaking to the people. So where is the people money? They don't see about the money where. Yeah, they're gonna kind of say I want put you power there. Then the people next time don't talk about the money. Because how we have money involved. I saw somebody saying get it know that what said no, I'm not here people money. But I've been answering a lot of questions in the play. I'm tired with it. But let me tell you, my brother, money will not fall. The president said I was here, don't know that. Even if the president over there, he know that. I don't play with people's money when he able to say yes to me. You know, I don't eat people's money. Mr. Simon, no. He know the kind of person I am. I don't eat people's money. I don't want to make it sense because they even waste money. That's 70,000 there. So how can I the paper? I take out the paper, they banner, they spending money, they put for me, they carry. And then now then you say you want to put in, they're not government. Who will accept it? Eh? There's a fire in the hall, then you say you want me, another fire put it. Nobody will do it. The people won't know where their money. The community have got to put the community power. Now every time somebody can eat money, then they go. You know that people tired now eat them way. People tired. When they come, they can't do good, they eat the poor money, then they go. People tired, so they won't know where the money go at. Because I for me, my money. You hear me? You keep to me and take money from it. Now you say you take money. Remember taking money, carry police to the place there now. So you pay money for me. Eh? So like let me tell you yesterday, you bring the matter, you bring Losima, you bring or CK about the 30,000. So you want to tell me you want to speak to the people. So why about the 30,000? The balance 30,000 and me where? Why are you bringing people for brother Fred?
Mr. Brooks. Mr.
Yeah,
Brooks.
Go ahead,
Again, I will tell you, let us be patient. We shouldn't rush to judgment. Let us be patient and wait for the report. When the outgoing leadership submit their report, it will details all the money, whatever money they receive from Caesar. I know it details that whatever amount of money that Marlaw received from the Curtis administration, all of that would be in the report. Then we can go from there. But for now, we cannot accuse anybody. We cannot accuse anybody because there's no evidence right now we have to accuse anybody. So let's wait for the report. As soon as, I promise you, as soon as the report is released from the outgoing administration, I will call you up and we'll have another discussion. And hopefully at that time, the outgoing president should be in the position anytime if the community want to ask a question, and the financial department, you see, they should be available anytime, the media or the community want to know where the money went. They are available. So now I think, what is happening here now is happening here now. Let us hold fast, and please wait for the report, because I don't want to jump the gun here, without that report.
Yeah, okay, the report you're talking about, we don't know the day the report will come, but there's a campaign that you are running here that you want to have an interim government set in place. How can we set interim government in place and the corruption is still here? That's what we're saying. So from here now, I think you have to go back and then get your people. They must come make the report. When they made a report, the Liberian people know where the money go. The person that is accountable for anything should go to court or go and pay for the people money. It should be that person should be accountable. You understand? Then the thing will start. Because we Liberian people that the only thing we have in our community, oh no, we shouldn't involve government. We shouldn't involve government, but still you're eating the money. I come in, sir. Still from Manyoma town, Boditaya town, it keep happening. It keep happening now. You guys look at the truth and y'all went ahead. Now you're coming back to the community and want to put interim president there again so that people can be collecting money. They want to know what happening first before people go bring about peace. So go ahead, sir. What you want to say?
Well, thank you. I think when I talk about unity and peace, all of those things involved, because those are the kind of dialogue that we have to bring about unity and peace. So every disagreement, those are things will be discussed. Those are things will be discussed, and we will come to a solution. Because let me tell you this. I mean, we know things happen. Things happen. If it did not happen the right way, what to do. You have to fix the system, and how you fix the system from that point going on. But if you say, oh, because they don't have the financial report, they took money here and there, so we'll not participate in the peace process or in unity to bring back our community, that it will operate in a ways that will benefit the community, that everything will be established, then to me, it's not the right way to go. You see, we can come together and correcting. This is why this is a new time. This is a new day in this community. This is why there's no leadership. There's no leadership.
Sir, I have problem with it. So because what I want you to do is that I call a community town meeting, a community hall, call a town hall meeting. Then we go sit there. We all sit down and clarify things and make things clear. But you cannot make peace where there are people still holding small gudu around. So when I come in, sir, the thing that I wanted to hear from you tonight, guys, I'm here. I want to bring the Liberian people together, but I want us to organize the town hall meeting where we'll sit down and tell you things that I'm happy, but y'all want to drag it and bring people. No, let y'all have town hall meeting where every Liberian will sit down and listen to y'all. How you talk money, you'll be showing everything to the people. So from that, they will ask your questions. Okay, how much you spend? Who you get the money to? Then when the people satisfy, then they second look for the leader, not y'all. They themselves, they should look for the leader. Because right now y'all fail the community. And I don't want you, Mr. Sale, I don't want you to be involved into it. That's why you see my question going to you. So you'll be able to be out of this people's canal. You see that? That's what I'm asking. That people here, let you explain, but you keep backing them. Oh no, let wait. Why are we waiting for? My job here is that to let you know, quite a town hall meeting, Papa, so that the Liberian people will go and listen to you. That every money that have been spent, Liberian people money, so that we will know who stole the money, who ate the money, who was the person that was the engineer behind it, this stuff. Let the person be accountable. Then you now as a how they call chair board of director, you're free. So that's what I'm saying.
Penny,
Go ahead.
Penny,
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
you know what? Let me tell you see, Brother Fred.
Yeah, let Brother Fred need more more.
Brother Fred, he's
No, let me.
When you have a fight to see in what they play in Genesis, I know you foundation. Where Bodhi said that the Bodhi said that the Liberian community I where they do.
They not get problem. That's what he said. But he said they not get problem. It ain't on air.
They not get problem. But all these things now, Mr. Fair, you don't even know what's going on. Mr. Fair, now come and let them I can eat money and backing into there yet. Let me tell you so. You don't know he's saying that. But that's also Mr. Fair, let me tell you. I've seen the people need no car. I care when you say you want for some and now then it. The people paying people money they more yet. Let me tell you, because what if me when you get to that say that then I say you found then you are coming say that break from them together. Why play it together? What is together? Why are you?
So Mr. Stanley, I can promise you that there will be a town hall meeting called, but we will have to wait for that report, because going to that town hall meeting, it is good for us to have the financial report that will give the audience, enough understanding to ask the question. But with our financial report, we can't just call a town hall meeting and be talking the same thing. We'll go back to our financial report. We want documentation. So until we get as soon as we get our financial report, I promise you, you want a town hall meeting, we'll call a town hall meeting. You want for us to come on the show and answer questions, we'll do that, especially the financial team. Well, I will make sure I work for that to happen. But right now, we cannot come to any conclusion or accuse anyone until we get that report. I think it's the important thing for us to do. And you talk about, you said that another thing, remember, when you talk about peace and unity and things, those are dialogues. So whatever is going wrong, in order for us to straighten it, we got to have the dialogues coming, a discussion. We got to. And that would take unity, it would take respect and understanding. You see? But if we just say, okay, because this is happening, we're not going to battle ourselves, then what happened? You see, we are not making progress.
All right, Mr. Chairman, I have a question for you, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you permit me. So
yeah, sure.
I still agree with my sister here that said that, I don't think that, you have engaged into any form of corruption. But remember, as a leader, if you're not taking drastic stand, you don't have to be physical or rude to anybody. But as a leader, when people find any weaknesses, they're going to exploit them, and that will happen a lot within our Liberian community. You have to take a stand. So my question is that if you go through all the investigation and have gotten all the reports, the necessary report that you need to come out to a conclusion, and if something does not align with what you believe in or what the institution believe in or what the community believe in, are there any necessary action? Because we live in America, in Liberia, people equal money and say, oh yeah, they get away with it because they have people in power. But now these funds, they are legal reports because these funds have been placed into a banking system. So those reports can be actually withdrawn, except someone go and close the account, but they can still go to the bank and get all these information.
Exactly.
Are you going to take a legal action if people are found into any a criminal stuff? Because taking money that is not yours is a criminal behavior. We need to start from in our community. Then when we go back home, you might be a great leader back home. So if you can start setting precedent within the community here, other people will follow. I think that's what you need to do, because the community need to know that because people will take people money, all right, and then people will kind of say, well, that dollar, that bygone be bygone. It's always in our community. No, when people take people money, they should be held accountable. When I talk about accountability and transparency, when anything got to do with money business, accountability, not only just money business, but institution as a whole, people should be able to be accountable for the action. So if somebody go withdraw money, you have to get an account of what that money was used for, the internal purpose of that money being used. And if you cannot account for it, and if the institution, as a whole, do not agree with what you have done, you have to put that money back. And if you're crediting money from the institution, There should be an interest. If it's not used for the institution, if it's just used for personal needs, you have to come with interest, and people should have receipt. You know, so
yeah.
I think if things does not go along with what you're really looking for, I know you want the actual proof, and if you don't receive that proof, and there's some discrepancy going on, are you going to prosecute people? Because in America you can take people to court, they should pay that money back. Nobody's going to eat people money and just go away with free. I'm trying to protect you because people want to trust you. People trust you. The sister here trusts you. But with these kinds of irregularity, nobody going to come to a town hall meeting to listen to you, because now people are going to be provoked.
So yes, if one day report comes up and it doesn't line up with what we think we should have, then that's another discussion that the board will have, probably in connection with the body, and see and look at the constitution, because right now I can't remember exactly, but I think for embezzlement of funds and things, when the person is in power, they can be removed. It can be goes to the General Assembly, and they can be removed. Action can be taken. But if they are not in power, what's the next action? I think that is something that when we come to that point, we'll be able to figure out ways and means on how to proceed with that. Maybe we can take another careful look at the Constitution and see, well, if there's any thing that speak about that. But we have to follow the
Yeah,
Constitution, whatever the Constitution
definitely. I
lay
think you
out.
know where I'm coming from, because people will continue to do this because the fact that people do things with impunity, without now nobody persecuting them. People just kind of take people money and just go away, and then you as a leader, they leave you in the limbo, and people accusing you. I hate for somebody to kind of accuse you or even have a doubt that you are taking somebody money. No, you are a father, you are a grandfather, you are a responsible man. you know
Yeah.
so you don't want for people to look at you in that kind of perception. So um
And this, can I just say something before you move on? And this
yeah,
is why I am talking about us, looking at the community coming together, because from the initial stage, I told you, the system have been broken, and that's why today we are facing problems, because there's nothing have been in structure wise, nothing have been there. You see, so that's it. So from that point moving forward, since we need a new internal leadership and a new administration together with the new board, from this point going forward, all of those things, those loopholes and things, it can be corrected. But right now, those are all the past. So whatever happened in the past, yeah, is good. We can discuss it and see, okay, we know that everything that went on in the past, it was not done correctly. And not only from this administration or from this board, but everybody else who have been serving. So then, ladies and gentlemen, what do we do? From now on, let's follow exactly what the Constitution said about financing, or about this, or about that. So those are changes. But if we say we'll not do that, then we'll be in the same old boat. Then there is no progress, there's no development. Society depends on change for the future. So what has passed, it has passed. You see, what you took your test, you failed, that failing grade is there. So you retake it, you pass, but say that failing grade is there. You see, so this is my point. You see, if we started blaming one another, trust me, my brother, we have whole 2 weeks, a whole month we come there and still will not get to solving the problems. You see, and that's why we are leaders. We are here to solve problems. Leader make mistakes. Official, leader in general make mistakes. You see people that even on the national level, and think president and think. You see, but what they do when those mistakes are made, what happened? They capitalize on it and make a change. And that's what we need to do in the community. Because we say we'll not do that, trust me, we'll be in the same place. And after this administration, the next administration will be in the same place. So we need to get new people that will come on board, that will start to put things in order. And that's why it's not even now, but I've been saying, but you know that you have the leadership, you have the board. The leadership have to do certain things, and the board have to do certain things. You see, if the board write to the leadership and say, look, send me your plan of action. So if the leadership don't send it, come to a meeting. The leadership don't come to a meeting. You see, so there are certain things that the leadership responsible for. You see, and therefore, so we the board member, we cannot come jump and start doing the leadership work. We cannot do that. You see, we cannot do that. So we know the problem now. So the problem, it could be from transparency, it could be from leadership, but then let us try to work towards creating something new in the community, and that turning the page and finding new leadership, people who are willing to serve. I mean, first of all, we embrace unity. We get that part set up, then everybody will be free to come to the table. You see, everybody will be free to come to the table, and then we can move forward from there. Because the future is important. The future is important, and that's the only way as the chairman of the board. And this is why I'm in the community talking to people that we can make a change. This is the opportunity. We can personally with me, the way I see it, because I used to have a small business. The way I see it, I like accountability. You see, it's the right way to do, and trust. You see, it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. But the process, because this is a legal organization, so we have to follow the legal process.
Yeah, and this is so you stay here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say something to our special guest tonight. You see, the problem that we're looking at here, y'all keep doing the same thing over and over and again. The whole thing that went on, you knew everything. You knew. Yes, you knew. You knew how it happened, but you carry on and go make the same mistake. Now you're coming back. Oh, I'm sorry, that thing you want to bring back. Me, my problem here is that as long you know the thing here is wrong, you must come to the community. Come back because of the community. You got trying to strike the community up because when you're ready to collect money, 20 where money go, you can indicate that same amount to the people that the reason you're collecting money, you can carry it. That the same labyrinth community or from Bonita time to this time, it's still continuing. Money. Bonita eat money. Bonita will bring you. They fool you. You're not small children. How you allow one person to be, to be using your? That's what's going on in the community. Or brother, you in Minnesota. There's a man called Bonita. He don't want to come and explain. He went. There's a guy that came. I want Mr. Siwan to be the man that's sort of break that yoke, right? To be frank, Mr. Siwan knew everything that was going on, but he should have put stop to it. When the board directors on election matters contacted him that there's a thing that going on here, we sort of put him on it. But because a man behind him, Bonita behind him, go ahead. You forgot to know. You will say come to the librarian community that you split the community into two because that was your decision that split the librarian community into two. Let me straight here. That's true. He did it. If you're going to listen to the two guys that were down there and that sent a letter to him, oh guys, yeah, it's true. I was at work, but I like what you did. The meeting was so, he said no. He not get approval. He will continue with the electoral process. You see, why are we beating around the bush here? Let's say the truth in front of the librarian people. You see, and now they went ahead. They took the money because they wanted to put somebody in power so that they will use the money. If nobody in power, no money will be used. You see that? That the idea they use. So me, what I want to tell my big brother here tonight is that let this thing be done with. You should be the one to stand up. I need your record. They tell my name for inside to I go take money for I need record. So if you start fighting this people, they bring the record. Now what my brother saying? Put the money down. When you do that transparency in front of Liberian people, they say, oh, but Fred, really? I put it also. Liberian don't come out to say, yeah, you are really a rightful leader that bring bad those corrupt people and then go and what exit. How they go hold it accountable for the atrocities of the day. Look, that's for me. I will salute you for that. I was at a Sierra Leone meeting. I went down my camera, but I put it on. Do you know what I did? We were in the Moya Sierra Leone association. They were not having leader because the guy that they ate the money. So when people go talk, they threaten them. That is what they did. They brought him to the law and they put him to jail. The same people put him to jail, they went to bail him out because what? He came in red payment plan.
But Stanley, Mr. Stanley, but I just asked the chairman. I think my sister can attest to that. I asked him, what are you going to do to prosecute the people there? If you set precedent, it will be a continual process. People will continue to steal people money and eat it, and then after they eat it, the very people that ate that money, they don't want to carry they want money around.
Yeah, they're using him
because they don't want to get accountability. They don't want to carry money
around.
Know
here, what? Guess what, brother? Let me tell you a secret out here. You see, Agogo Cabo, the same man brought Agogo Cabo and brought him. But then you see, he's a man he's not ever talking to, so they use it. When they use
that's why I said they're taking advantage of him. He seems to be kind.
This man have a leadership ability. But then the scandal that he go tie and say right for the net hole in the water. But for him to release a leg, they say, oh, y'all wasting it. If people want to ever know.
No, Mr. Brooks, and my brother, listen. Like, no, these guys, these people you're talking about, in leadership, there's a process for everything. There's process. So right now, I understand that you guys can say anything. You have the right to do that, to say that. But the point here is that I have to be careful because I have not received the final report from the outgoing administration. I have not received that report. How much money did they receive, during the courtesy turning over to them and all of these things, and how the money was spent, and all of those things will be presented to the public. And then at the time, if you want for us to come on the show here, we'll come. If the Liberian people want for us to have maybe in one of our regular monthly meeting, Monday meeting, every Sunday,
that response do not align with me, babe. If you say you're waiting for report, how long?
My brother, if you gotta wait for report. You cannot investigate, and you have not seen the people report. So what are you investigating? Or what kind of question are you answering? Let the report come. But how do you know that I'm not pressurizing them? That is taking place. So this is what I'm saying. As soon as
the T is not private, you work for the community.
Brother,
the community know that you are making
everything would be
to gather this report.
He coming back to
that's why. Yeah.
Wait.
So you can tell.
You see, let me tell you something. I told you about Brother Fred, not because he wanted food to net. Brother Fred, the people was talking about now, he come back right to it, and he come back to it. They will come. Let the people come. We want them to come.
Gentlemen, I hold everything until we get the report from the outgoing leadership.
Thank you.
And then we have a fruitful discussion from that point on. But
they have Sonny. Nobody know they not bring account, but they didn't report to you say Brother Fred. The 7,000 what they told they have what they need and not for return. Do they report to you?
That's what I'm saying. Let us wait for the outgoing report, The outgoing report will list everything. Yeah, you see,
Wow.
I want to be fair. I want to be fair to the both sides. I want to be fair to the community, and I want to be fair to the outgoing leadership. Because right now,
but I think you are not being fair with the lady, because she asked a question, because 7,453 hours were withdrawn, you know, and
Yeah.
you have
that's
report
why
on
I'm
that.
saying
You
here.
have a report on that.
That's
right?
why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the report will include that money. I'm 100% sure.
How
Okay,
sure are you?
and
Are you
that's why
100%?
when listen, that why, because those are all assets that should have been passed over. This is why when we get the report, you can ask questions, you can look at it and ask questions. But with our report, suppose that $700, 7,000, what you talking about, come and say that, or this 7,000 was used on so and so date to open your account. So what would you say? You see, so this is why we
The
should.
next question would be, I would say
No.
the next question would be is that if
Let's go to the bank.
you can use
When you open the
7,000 account,
account, we will open the bank.
did you deposit that money into that account? Because you don't need
Okay,
huge amount of money to open
that
an
way
account.
you see, that way you see all deposits, all withdrawal. You will see
Yeah.
all of those things listed. You can get a bank record. You see everything listed. Then we can come up with a firm.
You keep backing those people, and like you
I'm
have.
not backing the people, brother. It's the procedure. It's the procedure. I'm not backing them. It's the procedure. How can you? Okay, listen. How can you? How can you go try to get information or accuse me when you have not seen what I actually did with the money? That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We got to
Mr.
wait.
Chairman, can you give?
Yes.
You are online. People are watching you. The people of Iowa, the community in Iowa are watching you because you serve that within that capacity. You serve the public. Can you assure the people on the show here today to give a precise time frame as to when you're going to get a report? Because the report can be waiting for 1-3 years for one report and nothing, and you expect them to go ahead and do.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
I can't give a precise time, but I can assure the community that I'm going to make sure that the report is submitted and the community will have the opportunity to view it. And if there's any questions that they have, I'm sure the people during that time would be present to answer those questions.
So that means you put a community on hold now. They're going to be on hold for maybe 3, 4, 5 years from now before they get that report.
I don't want to get ahead of my horse. I don't want to tell you that next week I'll bring report and then the administration have not concluded the report. I cannot do that because they are separate branches that are working on the report. So all we have to do, I will try my utmost best to speed up the process. Yeah.
So this report that you're talking about, it is after every time how they call the outgoing can make a report, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, so how long? You see, the question is still here because you've been working with all the administration. You know the time. So how long it will take them to bring the report? Because of the report, you how they call we waiting for to elect any other person. So let them bring the report. When will they bring the report? At the question, and then a leader already gone out. Their report should have been on your desk. So if you say, "Oh, no,"
it's a good question. It's a good question. But I do not know at what time, like I said, but in communication with the president to make sure that report is published as soon as possible. But time frame, I do not want to give you a time frame because I do not want to come back here and say, "Oh, Mr. Chairman, you said so and so time, why it did not mature?" So I don't want to do that. But I can assure you that I will try my possible best to make sure that this report is available as soon as possible and be submitted to the community.
Let me phrase my term. Instead of using precise time, can you give an estimated time? Liberian people, you want your people by, you want your community to buy. So you have to, give them that assurance. Can you give
I would say
being precise?
the estimated time will be in January, because you know that this year is almost have ended, and this is the season time. Everybody is busy, you know, with their family affairs and things. But I'm sure after the Christmas and New Year, you know, because we're being a New Year, so it's the time to move forward on things, you know, to make sure that we
Okay.
have everything in play and everything under, you know, solved, so that we can be able to move forward with the next affairs of the community. Because believe me, we don't have the time to waste here. You know, we don't have the time to waste here, because the community, when we come together, we can do beautiful things for this community. And I show, once again, I want to say that, you know, changes, something have to happen before changes take place. So we got to make sure that what happened in the past don't happen again. And this is why we having this time that we have a transparent process that people can come through, and we are making sure that we follow the Constitution. Maybe some other days, you know, I will come on and be talking about the Constitution, you know, certain portion of the Constitution. Because one thing the community as a whole have not some people do not even know that we have a constitution. They think that we don't even operate on constitution, because everything like on the line
Okay.
of the financing business, everything is, you know, have a process.
Okay. Stanley, I want
Yeah.
to say, I want to ask another great question. You talk about constitution, like the same thing in Liberia, right? The constitution I mean, it has never been made public for people to have, you know, access to, because these are public informations that the citizen needs to understand or made it from a community standpoint, right?
Mhm.
We live in the United States where we have access to, you know, printing, you know, facility. We can go to the library and stuff, or even, you know, have us, you know, us the WhatsApp, you know, West, you know, community, you know, people that are part of the community of Iowa can go to and see this information, you know, because you guys are using funds are not really impacting the community, just benefiting you guys. That's I mean, it might not be you, but other people that are taking the money off. But I think, you know, serving the community within that capacity, they need to benefit. So if you say you have a constitution, the community will be aware of the constitution. They allow learn people who can, you know, read, you know, and understand, needs to know that, okay, some of the rules and policy within the constitution that we need to, you know, question our leaders on. But then it's just among you guys. So can you tell us now that, are you making any effort to be able to make that document popular as a community of Iowa?
Yeah, thank
And
you
then,
very much. Thank you, thank you.
and then before you answer, do you have the constitution with you there now?
I have it in my room. But let me comment. Let me answer. You are right. You are exactly right. Because before, never in the administration, the leadership in this community, that the constitution have been utilized. I mean, in terms with the community as a whole. Okay. The only time that the community actually got to know, most of the community got to know about the constitution, is when we have the election misunderstanding. That's when people actually got to know that we have a constitution. But more people did not know that we have a constitution. Under our leadership, that we started explaining the constitution out there before they got to know. And this is some of the thing again, you know, I'm telling you about the way how it was structured. Because if you look at the membership, once you become membership, you have to be given a copy of the constitution. You have to do that. But this has not been happening from ever since whoever been ruling up to this point. It has not been happening. So these are changes and things that going forward we can make, because everybody needs a constitution. That's the first thing you need, because you need to understand what you are getting into. You need to understand what you are getting into. But without a constitution, you're blind, so you just get up and talk. And this is why sometimes people think that, you know, we are just saying things to be saying, but sometimes we are saying things because we are looking at what is in the guideline. Because the day of tomorrow you go to court, the first thing the judge will ask you, do you have a constitution? Say yes. So okay, article, what do article so and so say about the case? So you can go right into the constitution and say, Mr. Judge, you know, your honor, this is so and so under article so and so. You see? But the constitution. So most people they talk, but they have not seen the constitution, so they do not really know. But I can assure you, before I leave office, and whoever the new administration is coming to power, that this constitution will be made available because people need it. People need it.
Yeah,
Thank you. So, Senator, me asking 2 more questions, then you can go ahead, man. Just 2 more. Yeah.
Okay.
So now we come up, and this is one of the problems I see, right? People talk about constitution and policy that they have not been able to share with members of the community, because these information should be public, information. Now, my question here, I got 2. I'll make it 3, but 2 very short.
Yeah.
Do you think that your leadership, in the community, the leadership within Iowa, the Liberian community in Iowa, do you think there's a need to reshuffle, leaders, like bring in new people, fresh blood, young people? Do you also intend to incorporate young people within that leadership, hierarchies?
Oh yeah, that is my dream. I'm hoping that after our leadership, the next leadership that coming in, even with the interim leadership, I hope we can get some young people on board, because when you look at the qualification.
The reason I ask the question, because I hope so, because I think you have a lot of colleagues and friends within your leadership that are not listening to you. Now, because as a leader, we're preparing for that, because you and I will be gone today. We need to bring our fresh leaders. So we need to start, incorporating your youth. Your grandchildren might be, very smart in colleges. All people in the community there are a lot of young Liberians, only the American citizens. Yeah. We should start incorporating them. Today or tomorrow they can serve. They can make a lot of difference. Differences. The older folks have never, being able to they can bring a lot of great achievement or impact in it.
This is what
I just want to come up quick. We have gone. We are spent a lot of time, and I know today it's a good thing that we did today. Your appearing here today brought a lot of success into the community issue, because number one, I know that these are the things that you first of all have to do before you bring the people together. You have to wash it, clean the way, bring truthful stuff up for the Liberian community, because I know that along the line, you guys seen that how Liberian people holding their hand away from the community, because anybody that calling them, they don't want to come to even talk. So that these are the things they are looking at. So I want for you, my little advice to you, as you're going, please, you guys should go and think about how to solve this problem, so that the Liberian people trust you, because they don't trust you. So that we'll be able to trust you. And number one, I like your leadership, shape ability, because you want peace. So before the peace comes, I want you to please, those people that are holding up that document, they should bring it out, so that you will go through it. Anybody that use the phone, so that they will be all accountable. I want to say thank you tonight for coming on the show, and I know that I will be expecting you back here, so that we'll be able to clarify to the Liberian people, because all that we need is peace. Because the reason we ask the question is peace. Without this stuff, the Liberian people will not know what is going on behind the scene. That's why I keep asking you questions. I don't want you to be whole, accountable, because you are the head. Where was you before the thing happen? Where was you? And I don't know. So then, and which means that things that are going on, nobody, you are not aware of anything. So I want you to be on top of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Talk to these people. They should be able to run out, start to make their report to you. If you are satisfied with their report, if you're not satisfied with their report, you bring it to the Liberian people. The Liberian people themselves look at their report, so that you be able to come out together. We missed our time. We use a job. We used to go to the ballot and then cast our vote. We missed the time, and the community split into two. I love what you're doing. You support. I want to work with you, so that we'll bring the community together. And this platform to be the platform to what? Bring peace and in this community. I want us to be, I want you to do it and you see how things will go. To see how our people your teams expose this stuff or these people to expose them. Please, I'm asking you again, I want you to really talk to them so that they can, or how they call, rush with their stuff because they have to do it. Because here you are, you want to put people in place. But then how can you put somebody in place when the other people don't even start doing something? So I want you to do that so that the community will have trust in you. And I want you to talk to the community, your final words so that we can leave.
Thank you. Thank you. First of all, Mr. Brooks, I want to say thanks again for allowing me on your show tonight. Thanks to my brother. Good questions. And I think, thanks to the community, the viewers who are watching. And I'm sure I will be going on other media platform, because my thing is to explain to the community what is taking place in the community and what we need to do to get out of the situation and make change in this community. So again, I want to say to VK, Mr. Cabo, I want to say thanks to him for his leadership because I reached out to him. He and I have been discussing, and he assured me that, Mr. Chairman, anytime you need me, I'm willing to work. So these are the ways that I'm pursuing peace in the community. And I'm sure when we all can come together, we have that strength to overcome, all difficult things. So again, I want the community to please work along with me so we can get new unity and new intern leadership in the community that will lead us to the next general election in May. So again, thank you. Thanks to my brother, and Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to say tonight, I really appreciate your time. Mr. Sion, you did it, and I know it was tough. Yeah, and I saw you finish all the tea. The man drank a whole big cup of tea, but no.
I drank it at once, eh? I like the discussion was very fruitful. I like it like that, yeah. That's what we're meant to be. That's how we're meant to be.
So good night, and I want you to go with the music. The one who make the law break the law. So that's my. Yeah,
Okay, my brother. Thank you. Hope to hear from you again.
Yes, sir. Yes, hopefully soon.
I said we will carry you all the way.
Yeah, man.
Just do what is best for the community that are.
But do it, brother. That's my mission. And then we'll come to have victory party, that we all will rejoice, and dance. I like that, brother. Yes.
I love the show tonight. We love you, and then God bless you. God bless you in our struggle.
Yes,
and I know that God will take you through, and it will be possible that all Liberians will listen to you.
Thank you.
S.K.B Media all the way. That's the background. I know you love the show. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you.
One love. Yeah.
One love, bro. Okay. Sorry, bro.